I I honestly don't know what to say. I did not expect this. I Hi there. This whole thing has made my day, if not my entire week, and I just first want to say thank you. Thank you so much to everybody who saw my last video, all the nice comments that were left. It really just kind of reminded me of how passionate and caring and how united the Halo community really is. It was actually growing up one of the biggest draws for me, which is something I would love to talk about in greater depth in the future. But for now, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that had seen, went through my 16-minute fucking ramble that probably went nowhere compared to other videos. But thank you so much. The support has been really big, and it's really meant a lot to me. When I first recorded that video, I did not expect any traction, any views, really nothing. It was more or less just me throwing my voice out into the void, as I do with kind of like a majority of my videos. Just kind of like, expressing how I feel about certain situations, as well as just giving kind of like little hints about my own personal life. Because in its own way, it can be therapeutic. I am someone who kind of like almost prides myself in honesty and openness, and I feel like it's really upbuilding for me personally to kind of be open like this and talk about myself, my interests, my views on things. And this channel is kind of like my way to do that. And it was never about views, success. None of that really mattered to me, and it still doesn't, but seeing the amount of views and comments I've gotten on this past video, it really did. It made my fucking week. It was amazing. And to top it all off, Marty knows who I am. Like, Marty knows I exist, and I don't know. I don't know how else to. I fangirled a little bit when I saw his comment, which we will read. But it's insane just how amazing this community can be. All of your comments have been so upbuilding and kind, and just thank you so much. I think I've rambled a little too much now. For this video, I actually just kind of wanted to give some of that kindness back. I handpicked a few of the comments that were given kind of like before the video got huge, just ones that really kind of like spoke to me, but also weren't on the downside of things. I do also appreciate those comments everyone's saying, just, expressing too how sad it is to see where Halo is gone. But I kind of picked more positive and just upbuilding comments for this video, ones that, I don't know, I just like to share, and hopefully, just kind of give some attention to people. I think I deserve it, because I really appreciate when people are open and honest to themselves. Even when it's on the internet, it's very hard to do that, showing a more vulnerable side of yourself, and I just kind of wanted to give those people somewhat of a spotlight, since for whatever reason I got one when I didn't deserve it. Once again, thank you so much, and let's just get through these comments. So this first one is actually from a really good friend of mine, Power. She's been there for me for really hard times. She's been supporting, this channel and everything I've really put out, like, almost since I started, since we've really known each other. So I kind of just wanted to give her a light shout out. She does animations and such, and I think she deserves some attention as well. She's a very creative person and a great friend. Power says, "All good things must come to an end. I'm here for you, bro. I'm sorry that this happened." This next comment is from JR. It reads, "Halo is my absolute favorite game series too, and it definitely makes me sad to see where Infinite is gone. But no matter where the franchise goes, I'll always be a fan. And I'll stick around in the darkest days, just like when MCC was abandoned for years, and the 6-year dry period between Halo 5 and Infinite, where absolutely no one cared about Halo. And I think people should realize that it isn't going anywhere. Spartans never die, they're just missing in action." This one's from KSKS. It reads, "I felt the same way. Until it clicked. Make my own cherished memories. Funny thing, every older generation thought the new generation was more or less horrible. Lol. What we're chasing is freedom. Freedom of bad choices of others affecting our happiness. In this instance of gaming, I chose PC. No one tells me what I can or can't have. VR? Cool. VR porn? Sure. Use whatever controller? Okay. Emulate games from 20 years ago? Awesome. No lie. I burnt my Xbox One X to a crisp in my fire pit. 20 years laid to rest. Now just gotta stop smoking. My priorities are screwed. This comment is from Ridno. Hopefully I said that right. I'm sorry. It reads, when I was growing up back in 2012 to 2014, before my parents split up, me and Dad and my two brothers would play Halo 3 custom games all the time, and me and my brothers would play co-op all the time. We would play Halo 3 and Reach all the time, but when my parents split, I lost Halo, and I wasn't allowed to see my dad. But over the course of a few years, Mom would kick my older brother out, then me out. I went to live with my grandma, and for my 9th birthday, I got my Xbox One and MCC once more. Most of the bugs got fixed. I was playing Halo again, Halo 3 and Reach, and the others played Halo 1 and 2 for the first time. It was awesome. Pretty soon, I moved in with my dad, started doing well in school, got some online Halo buddies. Halo has been with me since I was born, and I have watched my childhood game be butchered. So hearing the current news is quite sad to me, for a game that has been playing for years and years. To fall apart like this, it's horrible. This comment is from RC Knight. It reads, title, Halo is dead. Me, where it's so easy. When Bungie was in control of Halo and Xbox Live kicked off with Halo 2, that symbolized some of the best moments of my life that got me through some of the worst times of my life. I still have friends from that era through Halo 3, ODST, and Reach. These friends started as high school, college friends who used to play ranked and custom zombie matches with me, and now have families and kids of their own. Me and a friend still reminisce about a big team battle match in Halo 3 where our whole team quit except us, and we mopped the floor with the enemy team with just us. It was good times like that after bad days at work that kept me together. Thanks for making this love letter a video to such a legendary series. You didn't ramble. You just tried to put words to something that meant a lot to us, and you succeeded. Thank you. No, this one's honestly really nice, but I plan on making an actual love letter soon. This comment is from High Speed Low Goof. It reads, human beings draw inspiration from all kinds of different things. We're inspired by stories and books, movies, comics, music, art, etc. Video games are no different. Sure, there is a dorky stereotype associated with video games, but some of the greatest stories ever written are told through video games. And most times, it's a story that only can be told through a video game. It wouldn't work or make sense anywhere else. When you are physically engaging with the characters and the world in which the story takes place, it adds a totally different and unique element to the experience. Halo was a huge part of my life growing up, and it still is. It inspired me in more ways than one growing up, but the biggest effect it had on my life through my late teens was inspiring me to get in the gym and take care of my body and strength. That's a real-world positive effect from a video game. And I know it might sound silly to some people, but it's just that they don't understand. It's no different than seeing a particular movie or reading a specific book and becoming inspired to do something because of it. Seeing what's happened to this franchise breaks my heart, but I was there for the golden years. And ultimately, it was those golden years that had the biggest impact on my life, which is all I can ask for. Everything else after that has just been extra, and I'm grateful for that. With that being said, I want nothing but to see this story, these characters, and this franchise live to inspire more kids and young adults. And if nothing else, just continue being a really fun game to play. No, truthfully, you're really right on like media being able to kind of encourage and like motivate oneself to be better. I think Berserk was the series that got me to actually start working out. And I haven't in a while. Maybe I should start reading Berserk again. Who knows? This comment is from The Gaming Source. It says, I'm so sorry that times are tough, dude. But hey, maybe for the first time in history, there's a Halo-sized hole in the market. We might get a bunch of amazing games from other studios that finally get it. Yeah. Just to shout out a few. We got fucking Slime Rancher 2. We got Splitgate. We got Sable. It's Sable, but I say Sable because I'm an idiot. But no. There's plenty of games, and there's still games to come. I'm really looking forward to Coffee Talk 2 because I'm a fan of visual novels. So you're 100% right. There's a lot of different games out here in this market. The market may be oversaturated, but it's got plenty of passion still put into it, especially in the indie titles. So we should we should still very much be looking for them. This comment is from Jellyfish Rave. It reads, I figured it this way. There may be nothing to gain from this specifically, but there are and were, clearly, deep structural problems within 343. It takes a serious level of corporate dysfunction to repeatedly flop with such a titanic IP. We hired people who hated Halo. If Halo gets iceboxed for a while, and 343 devs are either transferred to some other studio at Microsoft, or they become a publisher or something, that might be the best case scenario for the series. Even if it takes 10 years, get Halo into the hands of a studio that can handle it well, maybe certain affinity. $20 for Eva armor? That's grim, and it wasn't going away. Maybe they have 343 work on spin-offs with experimental gameplay, and CA handles the main series. Halo Wars 2 is pretty good in my opinion, even though I know it wasn't exclusively developed by 343. Maybe one day Joe Staten can come back to 343 and make ODST 2 like a stealth shooter. I don't know. At this rate, I'd rather wait a few years, and then see the Chief wake up in the dawn of E3 2027. Because the alternative is waiting 3 months and seeing Halo Infinite's shop updates until 2032. Keep your head up, brother. It's gonna be alright, even if things are rough right now. So this next comment is by a user, HKHJG. He just said Zoomer voice. I thought it was funny. And here we are at the last comment. Marty himself. It reads, don't give up. Have hope. I'd love to see the video you were originally going to make. I don't know what I don't think I've needed any more of a reason to be motivated in my life than... I'm still cannot get over the fact that Marty knows I exist now. It's insane. Like, fuck, yes, I am going to still make that video. I might have to kind of rewrite parts of the script. Overall, I think it's solid, but I did write that script before Halo Infinite came out, so there's kind of some things I gotta tweak in the end where, like, some hopes that I wrote about. But overall, yeah, no. I still very much plan on making that video. It's going to be a large project, so it might take a while, but it's there. I have a lot of the footage, like background footage. Just got to tweak script, put it all together, and Marty, thank you so much. You literally made my day, and you're such an inspiration to my life, and I'm so incredibly thankful that I get it. You're just a human at the end of the day. I need to stop fucking fangirling. Oh my god. But it's just one of those things where I literally have cried to your music, Marty. And it has helped me get through some really tough times. And to see you listen to me, even at a vulnerable point where I was just ranting and kind of talking shit, it means a lot to me. Thank you so much. And thank you to everybody too. I'm still reading through comments. It's crazy. I can barely keep up with them. Like, y'all are just honestly so kind and amazing. Thank you. Moving forward, I definitely still want to make more videos, more discussion based. I think it's really my comfort zone. I have all different types of ideas though, and this may be some rough news, or not rough. This may be some not as fortunate news for some of y'all that came solely because Halo was in the name. I have a lot of video ideas that have nothing to do with Halo. In fact, my background footage for a majority of future uploads will probably be Slime Rancher. but Halo still holds a very special place in my heart. There were still plenty of videos I have yet to make about the series. And so I still plan to. For those that are going to stick around, thank you so much. For those who are going to tap out now, hey, thank you just for listening to me for those 16 minutes. You were under no obligation, and it meant a lot. I'm going to end the video here. Hopefully in the future ones, there can be more structure, more, I guess, overall production quality. But I really wanted to let one out just to tell everybody, thank you so fucking much. Oh my god. And yeah, expect more. Expect more. Thank you. I'm hoping you have a great rest of your day. And of course, stay hydrated, bitches. Drink some fucking water.